the beautiful letter L in Bulgarian language. Today we're going to make one very controversial video because we'll be talking about L and how we pronounce it in Bulgarian. And believe me, this is going to be interesting. Well, let's start with this, that the L sound letter is not pronounced in a correct way by most of the Bulgarians, me myself including. How so? Well, people in Sofia, let's say I'm from Sofia, we do speak in a very hard way. I'm not saying what is right, what is wrong, just we have different types of pronunciations like in different cities in the country. But I know one thing, our L is very strange. Why? Let's take the example of the word благодаря. Thank you. It's one word that one of our students brought my attention to it many years ago when I was starting to teach. And he told me, but why you pronounce it like this, благодаря? What is this? What are you saying? You say it more like W, you don't say more like L. And actually, if you listen carefully, he is right. We say благодаря. You hear it, it's here in the throat. Благодаря. I'm not saying this is the correct way. I'm saying this is what probably 90%, 95% of Bulgarians would say it. I haven't heard a Bulgarian say it blagodaria. It would be even a bit funny for us. I'm not saying also there is no other ways to say it in a correct way. For example, my best friend has finished the theater academy here in Sofia, and I know from her experience, 1 year they were learning on stage how to correct mistakes, how they speak, especially the letter L, for a very long time. So trust me, it's a whole story in Bulgarian language. So I didn't pass this master course that she did in the theater academy, so I cannot say my L it's perfect. What I can say is that I speak how people on the street normally speaks, how Bulgarians they speak. I don't correct our students to be somehow imitating our L. I'm not saying this is the most correct way. I'm just saying it's important for you to understand it so that when you hear it, you can recognize it and you can recognize which word actually you're hearing. Let's take the word legwo. So bed. Okay, it has two L's there. Yeah. I've never met a Bulgarian who could say leglo. It's very soft, very funny for us. And if I talk to my friends or to any Bulgarians, and if I tell them leglo, it would be something they would look at me and say, why you speak like this? Yeah. I can say legwo. It's very L, hard, not in a beautiful way. Probably I can make a bit more effort and say legwo if I try to make, I don't know, an effort. An important thing is that we don't correct you. We don't want you to say our L. But when you listen, try to say legwo, that we're saying the word bed, and your L can be leglo or like L in a more beautiful way, how you say it in your language, because we have students from everywhere in the world, so different languages have different pronunciations. But so try to say these words blagodaria or legwo. Even sometimes when I give my lessons, I try to, I don't know, switch my tongue a little bit and sometimes to say blagodaria or something like this so that they understand me in the beginning. But after that, I try and tell them, if you want to a little bit imitate our L, it would be here in the throat, blagodaria, here deep in the throat. You see, legwo, yeah? So again, when you learn the alphabet, you can say L or you can say L or whatever you prefer, yeah? But keep this in your head that our L sounds more like the letter in English, W. For example, when you say what or where, yeah? So try to say this sound and to imitate our L. Anyway, we don't want you to be Bulgarian and to sound like Bulgarian, but we want you to understand Bulgarian language. That is why we're thinking to make more phonetic orientated videos. Let us know if this could be useful for you, helpful, if you're interested in this kind of content, to be explaining other specific things about Bulgarian pronunciation, because I know it's not easy. I know sometimes Bulgarian can be like a very, very strange and foreign language for other people, because as I said, people from the other side of the world try to pronounce our alphabet. So in the beginning, you need a little bit more support. So if you're interested in this kind of phonetic videos, let us know in the comments or write us. We're here to make this content for you. And thank you very much for following and subscribing for our channel and supporting us. Thank you.